vault dwellers of all ages, and settlement builders of all stages. I'm Diamond Dave, and this is a new Coca-Cola poster. Today, I am doing a channel member request where we are going to clean the inside of the Super Duper Mart. So, the Super Duper Mart is gonna be really intensive. I did mess around with it a little bit earlier. We're gonna have to do a lot of quick saving, guys. We're gonna have to do a lot of quick saving. So without further ado, let's get cleaning. Now, if you come to the Super Duper Mart right outside of Lexington, you will be accosted by a ton of ghouls. And we will also be scrapping the exterior as well, so you will see the ghouls that I had to dispatch that mauled me. I thought I took care of them, but apparently not. Super Duper Mart has been basically a hotbed of ghouls ever since they chased the Minutemen and our beloved Preston Garvey into the Super Duper Mart. He was basically leading the whole gang of Sturgis, Mama Murphy, June, and Marcy Long out of the Quincy invasion when they came here, and they got attacked by ghouls, and or rather they got overran with ghouls. They lost many, and that is why you will find them at Concord with just Preston. I will say in advance that there you can find 2 bodies of Minutemen here. The Minutemen that died, we will find here. However, due to some more realistic mods I'm running, and I already looted them, they had a distinct lack of clothes, and YouTube does not like lack of clothes. So we are I had to disable them, so that way I can make money. Let's be honest. I enjoy making these videos for you. I also do enjoy the ad revenue. We can't really get mad about that, can we? Gotta keep it family friendly. And if you enjoy what you see and want to become a part of this family, consider hitting that like, subscribe, and bell notification button so you guys know when I go live. I greatly appreciate it. This is definitely going to be ooh, melons. We got some melons in a car here. This is definitely going to be a nightmare. This is going to take me a while. Doing the exterior as well, like I mentioned. So break out a Nuka-Cola. This is probably gonna be a decently long one as well. Maybe, I think in my test it took me about 30 minutes to do the entire interior, and I ended up breaking everything. So we will go through it a little bit slower and just enjoy the ride. I appreciate the company. Now, we're also going to clean out this big centerpiece here. We're definitely going to clean out this this big center thing here. And we will get rid of some of the junk that's in the way. This area is easy to break. There's wires everywhere. There's weird scaffolding everywhere. We're going to be doing a lot of disabling in a second, actually, because yeah, this is wild. Oh my goodness. Let me know in the comment section down below what you like to do when you come to the Super Duper Mart. I come here I used to come here rather when I played Fallout 4 more, because I used to do hardcore mode a long time ago in a galaxy not so far away. And there is a great amount of food items that you can acquire from in here. There's so much mist. There we go. We're just gonna start disabling all these weird, big, blocky things because yeah, this is gonna get kind of in our way, more or less. Now, one thing to note about this place, this is the only interior cell in the game that I am aware of. There may be others, but this is the one I'm aware of where you have an actual exterior view, right? So even though you might be able to, say, look out a window, you can't really see the clouds move or anything like that. Not to this level of what's the word I'm looking for? Accuracy? Come on. Is just nothing gonna disable now? Oh, I see what the problem is. It is not. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. It took me a second. I got lost in the almighty, the sky. Covertly worshipping the sun. Yes, sun worship. Got to enjoy that. Alright. So we're gonna stick low. I think this bit can definitely go away. And I'm gonna at least, I want to keep the scaffolding of the ceiling. I do want to get that wire. I also want to get like the scaffolding at like these weird angles before we just continue on. And we've got even more disabling. There we go. Oh my goodness. Put on some clothes. Ghouls. Ghouls, ghouls. Fortunately, it didn't show anything. So we're good. We're great. Okay. Now, there's also going to be a lot of little itty bitty stuff if you do clean this up. Like, there's going to be a lot of general clutter everywhere. I'm going to try and get most of this up to the best of my ability. And we're especially going to get this skeleton out of here. I could have left the floor mat, I suppose, but that's okay. We're going to dive in here quick. We're going to just dive in here quick and get rid of the items. And then go back to working the center. Now, there is a safe here. If you have a high enough lockpick, go ahead and pick that up. But if not, this terminal right here will help you take care of that. So that you'll just be able to unlock the safe. I kind of like this as is. Alright, there's... Whoop! We scrapped the Nuka-Cola poster. You know what? Let's just get rid of the poster frames, I think. And I will leave the, I'll do my best to leave this mat here. And I'm gonna do a quick disable of this, and then we're gonna go back around and knock out this centerpiece here, because there's a lot going on right now. You could tell this is looking a lot cleaner, but even so, there's still... This was a total collapse, and judging by the debris, it looks like something may have fallen directly here. That is a possibility, anyway. Alright, let's get this bad boy out of the way, and then... continue to knock out the centerpiece here. Or rather, just the center of the room. I don't know why there's barbed wire here. It could be from persons that were here at one point. Let me know in the comment section what your theory is on why there's barbed wire hanging in really bizarre places such as this. But, yeah, I don't have an explanation for that one, guys. I just don't. Alright, so with that out of the way, I can get rid of these guys. And we'll get rid of these weird wires here just because they don't fit anymore. Okay, there we go. We got the centerpiece out of the way. So that is good. That is great even. Let's get that guy and that. Alright, so this looks, the center looks a bit... Yeah, the centerpiece looks a lot better. And then now what I can do is I can come back around here. There's general clutter everywhere. Alright, look at this, you guys. Alright, so we're making some decent headway here. This is, this place arguably has not seen a lot of, not a lot of people living in it. And the reason why that is my hypothesis is due to the fact of the amount of dirt. Yes, everywhere we scrap, it is pretty dirty. However, there's not nearly as much debris lived in places, oh my goodness, that we see here. It's clustered on the ground, it's piled on the ground, which indicates to me that the debris, the dust, everything just piled up over the years. And sure, some people may have been in here at one point or another, but not to stay extensively. Remember, the only reason why Preston Garvey led the people in here was to, the survivors of Quincy in here, was to keep them safe from the feral ghouls that charged them down. Had he not, had the ghouls not attacked, it's quite likely they would never have entered this locale at all. Let's just do a quick set game hour, if I could spell that correctly. There we go. That's not that much better. This is a weird lighting setup. I will grant that, but it's still, this is still relaxing. Wow, I struggle today. I am struggling today, and it's been a fun one, but I get a 3-day weekend. I get a 3-day weekend on this lovely Friday for Veterans Day. So that is a nice thing. Let's get debris out of the way here. And the caution floor sign, I guess, can stay. There's goo piles. Alright, let's clean out the little telephone area. I do want to keep the telephone area intact in this case, just because I think it's kind of nice to have a little bit of a pre-war touch of what this place would have looked like. You can come and sit down and have a smoke and, yeah. Just relax while you're waiting to use the phone. And I missed some stuff, but we're going to be doing a once-over like always, and then doing a full walkthrough. So, we should be good to go. Should be good to go. Okay, there goes the counter. We did not want to do that, but we're committed. Happy accident number one. Happy accident number one. Alright, we will do it this way. We'll just open it up a little bit and, you know, we'll just pretend that never happened. Get the box out of here. And trash, and there's a coffee cup here. Alright, there's what appears to be a family that was dining and did not survive. Clearly they did not survive. There's some bones by the jukebox. Can I get the trash maybe? There we go. Look at that. Alright. I'll get rid of the clutter and the cooler. And we'll get rid of this. Alright, so far, so good. Now, I'm just gonna get this guy out of the way since I can't turn it up right. Perfect. Make sure when you guys scrap using mods, you get rid of the ambushes, because that is how that's how the ghouls spawn. That's how the enemies spawn. So if there's no ambush points, they don't spawn in, at least in my game. Let me know in the comments section down below if you get rid of spawn points. Oh, we got some medics here. Let me know if by getting rid of the spawn points, if the same is true for you, or if they do in fact show up. I'm genuinely curious, because it's always fascinating to me to hear about different people's experiences, the bugs, the glitches, and how they don't actually happen to everybody. By the way, we're gonna take a little quick stop. Tales of a Junktown jerky vendor. Try saying that 10 times fast. Can be found right here. So in the Super Duper Mart over here, in between the little cafe area and the employees only area we're gonna get to in a second. Yeah, come snag this. That'll give you a nice little bonus to stats. Alright, and I want to at least get stuff up off the floor and get rid of these broken boxes here. Alright, so we have done one full circle pretty much. Why are there stickers on the ground? That's just kind of silly to me. And then we've got a made crate already with some melons inside. You can make these with the little shack balcony railings on top of a little wood floor. Pretty easy to make. I may actually start incorporating these into my my settlement builds. Let's just backtrack a little bit. And we'll get rid of this wood box, and inside this wood box, at least in my game, there is a Nuka Cherry, along with a Nuka Cola. Make sure you guys get those. Make sure you guys definitely get those. We're going to scrap you and you. We can get rid of this Nuka-Cola machine because it does not spawn any kind of Nuka-Cola really, because there's no doors on it, so we can let that go. Up here, there's some buff out, at least in my game, so always get that. This is the first room that you can come into, and when you come in here, you would find a Minuteman just lying up here with ammo and the musket, the short laser musket here. However, I mentioned before why I had to disable him. That's why he's not here. That's fine. Not the end of the world. They're not, he's not doing a whole lot of talking anyway, so there's no reason for him to be in there. Now, why he's on there laying, I can't say. My guess is that he was made deceased, and they wanted to basically do a mini funeral for him. It's possible, but as we get through the other parts of the Super Duper Mart, I'll show you why that, in fact, may not be the case. It's possible. It's possible. Cleaning up the employees area. There's a ton of debris in here. Alongside this laser musket, and it looks like these shelves just outright collapsed. So what I will do is we'll just quick knock out the shelf bits like so, and I will get rid of pretty much everything in here. Okay, so this is looking clean. Can I straighten you? I'll straighten you. There's a stim pack up here. Also, I walked by. Make sure you guys get that. You can never have enough stim packs in Fallout 4. Alright. We'll get the, there was a ghoul ambush somewhere, yep. There's mentats here too. I just knocked off of this, and some medics. Looks like there's another mentats up here. This might have been maybe the pharmacy, given the table and the stim packs and medics. Possible, but there's no real lore indicating what it was. Just the kind of common sense thing that grocery stores usually have a pharmacy of one kind or another. We're gonna step back out, and there's some wine over here too if you want to get that. I'm gonna knock down this little sign there. We'll leave the food dispensers alone. I had the stain. Where's the stain? There's... oh, no, that's a different stain. Can I get this stain? Can I? Okay, so some of these stains I won't be able to get. Now, that is fine. Now the question is, where do we go from here? We could do a full circle. And already I see something that I missed. A few things that I missed, actually. And there's this big debris thing here. There's also some corn over here for those of you who want to try making some vegetable starch and other cooking items, or just want to eat it raw. Whatever your character likes to do to stay alive in hardcore mode, or even just to have food for your settlers. Whatever you gotta do, guys, go ahead and do it. Let's see here. There's Cram down there. I actually think that was the fancy lad cakes. The boy lad cakes. Oh yeah, we're slowly coming around full circle, and then we'll double back. I do want to keep some of this here, just to give the vibe of what it once was. There we go. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is coming along rather nicely. As a matter of fact. Oh, yeah. So, we'll get rid of the general clutter here. Let's just go all the way around. I think that makes sense. There's so much dirt and debris here. We're going to have to backtrack and go in there. And definitely do a quick save, because that is how I broke the, that's how I broke this place. More than once, as a matter of fact. Oh, ghoul. I guess I didn't, I guess I didn't get them all. There's a ghoul ambush. So, in theory, he should not come back. We don't want them to come back. We are disinfecting, de-ghoulifying the Super Duper Mart. We got Instamash. We'll just put this, I don't know, we'll put that on a shelf. That's kind of cool. Alright. Some of the broken shells will leave for flare, others can stay. This ghoul's face down in a shelf. Maybe this person was just, maybe it was a non-feral ghoul that got I don't know, that got drunk somehow and then just passed out here, and then that's the end of him. Who knows? It's like the toilet skeletons. You can get bits and pieces, but you can never truly know. And that's what I like about it. There's a lot of mysteries with with Fallout 4. Some of them have been explained just because the game has been out for so long. Others have not been. And I think that's amazing. In fact, I would argue there might be some mysteries that are still yet to discover. Feel free to put your favorite conspiracy theory in the chat down below, or in the comments section down below, rather. Because I've got a few favorites. One of them is dog meat is a synth. And the reason is, Father is the one who releases you. The Institute is engaged in creating synth animals. He's a healthy dog in an irradiated environment. He somehow, he somehow is perfectly clean. He's not bit, he's not torn up. There's no evidence that he, you know, took any damage. And even after he fights, right? Like, he looks different than the other companions. He doesn't look like he's had wear and tear from just existing in this environment. Alright, now I'm not sure. Maybe this is... Okay, this is a place where we can scrap concrete floors. So, this is where we do a quick save. And then we go back into the workshop mode, give it a second to load up, and we'll just get back into it. But yes, that is my conspiracy theory. One of my conspiracy theories. Dog meat is synth. Agree or disagree, put it in the comments. Also put down other conspiracy theories. One of the more interesting ones I heard was, is your player a synth? I don't know if I agree with that personally, just because there's not enough evidence for that. On top of the fact that, you know, you were in cryostasis and that will keep you alive. So I could be wrong, but I personally do not think that Nate or Nora is indeed a synth. Maybe Codsworth is a synth. Maybe Codsworth orchestrated the Great War and just nobody knows about it but me. Who knows? Alright, we'll get rid of the ghoul ambushes. We'll get rid of this debris, these soggy, wet boxes. I hate soggy, wet cardboard boxes. Somebody said in the comments that like my hate for boxes, it was interesting or fascinating. I believe the word was. And you know what? You're right. I hate soggy cardboard. It's just weird to me. I don't know what it is, but I just absolutely hate soggy, moldy, wet, gross cardboard. I just do. And I'm not going to apologize for it. That's why I annihilate them whenever I see them here. Because in this fictional setting, I have the power to do so. So many directions to go. Okay, we're gonna go down here, I think. And this is where we're gonna do yet another quick save. And we're gonna jump back into the mix. Alright, so this is one of the many places that I broke when I first tried the first set of recording. And I ended up just falling through the place repeatedly to the point where it spawned me at the beginning of, like, where we enter, the main entrance. It was pretty dumb. So I decided to say, you know what, screw it, we'll start over. I did not want to have to try and build stuff to jump over and around things. Yeah, this links up with that, actually. So we will continue. I'll get this shelf out of the way, then we will. Just knock out these gross cardboard boxes. Yuck. Ghoul ambush. Now, I will say one of the fun things about mods that allow you to scrap interiors and places you normally can't scrap, part of the fun is it, like, remembering whether or not you got all of them. Because when we come back here, we can, we may just get, like, mauled by ghouls and be like, oh yeah, I forgot something. Get rid of all this. And actually, this is blocking my way, so I will get rid of this as well. Hey, you know what? This whole shelf can go away. I do not want a shelf dedicated to soggy cardboard boxes. There is a wooden crate right here. Make sure you get the items from that. Usually some decent loot, usually. Keyword is decent. Keyword is decent, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to be the greatest loot under the sun. There's another one right here. But, I mean, it, you know, if you're at a lower level, it will definitely help out. If nothing else, you can just sell it too, right? I mean, okay, so that's clean. Alright, ghoul ambush. No more soggy boxes. Let me know in the chat, in the comment section down below. I keep saying chat. I am so used to streaming, you guys. I'm so used to streaming. Let me know in the comments section if you think I should start a soggy boxes merch line. I started one on Greebs. I started one involving dog meat called Loyalty. Let's see, we got the Greebs. I got Happy Accidents, and I'm still working on one that says does not spark joy. When I'm done recording this video, I'm definitely going to be hopping on it and hopefully launching it by the time this video comes out. That is the goal, anyway. That is the goal. But let me know if there's like merch of running jokes or trends or whatever you would like to see, and I will try my best to get it knocked out and uploaded on the store. Alright, so we're slowly but surely cleaning house. There's a lot of blood everywhere. I will have to try out some of your guys' suggestions. I need to read the comments and go and try and get blood out, see if that works. It may not because of the mods, and it also might not because of the update. Oh, one thing that is not here that will be here if you are just playing normal Fallout. There will be a steamer trunk back here with a Minuteman named Josh. We disabled it. I'll get rid of that chair, I guess. It's in the way. So make sure you come back here often. There's also another short laser musket here that I'm gonna get rid of because there's no reason for it to be here now. But it looks like Josh made his final stand in this corner and ended up not surviving, unfortunately. Alright, now can I scrap without... Okay, so we can scrap here without... being in danger of scrapping the floor. So we'll just keep on keeping on, I think. Wait, can I get, Oh, I might have to go... Okay, we're gonna have to double back. But we are entering the kind of maintenance area, generator room, whatever you wish to call this. And for you power armor fans, there's the generator here that you can come snag and get the fusion core from. Get the mist out of here. I'm gonna leave the tools on the thing. Soggy files. Gross. Okay, so we've got this, that. And before we come up onto the break room... Actually, you know what? We'll knock out the break room quick, I think. And yeah, we're gonna double back and just bulldoze that hallway. We're gonna get these tables out of here. I'll get rid of all this, I think. We'll just get rid of all of it. Might as well. it's not sparking joy, to be honest with you. Now, there's also a carrot up here for those of you who like carrots. I know some other YouTubers enjoy using carrots just because it's easier than mute fruit to talk to settlers when they're working it. And there's general clutter. There's sugar bombs in a toilet. That's one way to eat cereal, I guess. I would not personally recommend it, but it is not my place to tell people how to live their lives. Alright, now we're gonna come back down here. And, this is another place I can break the floor, so I'm gonna do another quick save. I'm doing another quick save. And then we're gonna jump back into the workshop and continue on our way, on our day, to make this place clean again. Alright. Alright, so that can go, that can go. Oh, we're gonna actually have to continue down and around because something just occurred to me. There is a there's like a stairway that I missed. There is a stairway that I missed. Maybe I can't break the floors here. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I am doing this place in a slightly different order too, so that could also be it. We will get this area here. But, coming around here, they totally missed this spot. We're just gonna carefully make our way down the stairs, cleaning it up as we go. Now, somebody asked why I don't disable everything, why I like to scrap it, and the reason is twofold. First of all, this is faster, right? We can see that doing the cleaning this way is faster, but also more importantly, it is because we get to keep the resources, guys. We get to keep the resources, so that means when we're done here, I am gonna go and rip out all of the there's some cram in here. I'm gonna rip out all the resources from that, stick it in my inventory, drop it off at Sanctuary, which is my designated drop-off point, and then go about my day, so that way we just amass stupid amounts of resources. This door also leads to the Commonwealth. We will be doing the exterior as mentioned below. Feel free to hit the timestamps if you want to jump ahead to that point. But let's continue on. Okay, I don't think I okay, I legit don't think I can scrap the floor here, so that's nice. We got a lot of clutter here. And I will get rid of this chair. Now, there is a lore terminal right behind us, so I'm going to leave that alone, but that talks about mainly the, mainly the, just daily life of the people here. Nothing too spectacular It also does reference the espresso machine that's right here. So make sure you guys check that out for all you lore people. Now, my problem I'm having... Oh, there it is. Never mind, we got the debris. I was wondering where the sweet spot was, because that was kind of weird. Looks like there's... Hold on, what is this? There is a teddy bear with handcuffs in a recycling... or in a trash can. Have you guys noticed this before? This is, that's weird to me. We're gonna leave him there. We're gonna leave him there. There's also a safe right here. The safe is right next to the handcuffed teddy bear. We're gonna leave him there, because, you know, that's... Clearly, he did something to belong in jail, so we're gonna just... We'll leave him for another 200 years. I think. Alright, so... Let's just do... kind of a walkthrough here. We already did down there. I just want to make sure I snagged pretty much all the important bit. Oh, no. Oh, this soggy... Okay, yeah, soggy things are moving. No. There are 3 pork and bean cans in this little area, too. You need food? Go ahead and get it. Walking around in one circle. I mean, I don't necessarily care about the plastic bins. I just want to make sure that I just want to make sure that at least everything looks okay. Yeah, this looks fine, I guess. I'll get these off the ground. We'll get these posters out of here. We'll get... I guess there was a stain there. There's mist. And mist. Okay. Walking down. Oh, we missed some stuff over here, so let's just knock this out quick. This is pretty easy to miss if you're scrapping. I'll pick that up later. I'll just pick that up off the ground. That's fine. That's okay. Floor mat. Now I can't get rid of those without doing something heinous. Yeah, whatever. Let's do that, and then a couple shopping baskets I missed. I think overall, I think this looks a lot better. I gotta pick up that magazine. So, with that being said, we're gonna go outside. And now, we will be doing the exterior of the Super Duper Mart. Okay, we are outside, and we're going to be doing the exterior, as well as the parking garage, as well as the parking garage interior, because there is still part of the story of what happened to poor Preston Garvey and the settlers from Quincy. Do not dismantle this at all. You have the ability to do so or disable it. This will respawn Mr. Handy Fuels, or at least it does in my game. So if it does in your game too, by all means, leave this alone. I like to leave this whole area alone. The ice cooler outside is a nice touch. We're gonna go over here and yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of this bit a little bit. We will be going all the way around the building proper. Let's get a... Oh, hang on. Nope, I'm going to use a tip. Someone told me that is roll... Oh. Okay, maybe using the scroll does not work. Maybe using the scroll button does not work on my mouse. Someone said that I could use the scroll button to just scroll back to previous commands, but it looks like it went to previous things I was trying to scrap. So that's, yeah, that's not helpful. Oh, excuse you. A bird just scared the crap out of me. 2 birds. Oh my god. Hello, birds that are not real. Hello. Birds are so not real. These birds are just spies of the government, aka Institute here. Alright, whatever. We're gonna keep on going this way. We'll scrap the trash. Get this debris I missed. And we're gonna go kind of all the way around this bad boy to get the debris out of here and just make this a lot cleaner than before. A lot cleaner than before. That is the goal. So we will do the exterior and then the park with the parking garage, and then the interior is going to be its own kind of little mini section, I think. We got some debris. Let's get these shrubberies out of here. There's a lot of trash here. What the heck? That is interesting. I see something that does not belong here, but I can't access it. Was gonna try and disable it, but that's okay. That is okay. So we'll get the debris out of here. Get all this noise out of here. Alright. That area is gonna be just part of the environment, I think. So we'll come back and we will get rid of the debris and the trash and the cars. You guys know how it goes. We'll just get rid of all of these things. There's a Boston Bugle here. There's a Nuka-Cola outside. We're going to store that for later. And I think I will leave the chairs that are here so long as they're not busted. Also, if you want to try your hand at getting a perfectly preserved pie, there's a Porta Diner on the outside here in between the Super Duper Mart and the parking garage. For now, though, there's a chair over here. That doesn't belong there. We're just gonna kind of ping pong back and forth here a little bit. I miss this trash right here. And we will just kind of reset that there just to make it look moderately usable. Get rid of this Nuka-Cola machine and the posters and the cart. Alright. Well, time to hit the parking garage. Parking garage is going to be pretty quick. More or less. More or less, I think. If you want to, what's down here? Did I even investigate down here? Oh, there's another door. Okay. We'll check that out. We'll check that out. But in the meantime, we're bypassing a lot of stuff here. There we go. So this is, I believe this is... Oh no, this is a door to the little office that's back here. This is the door, or one of the doors that you can use to access the interior of the parking garage, and that's where we will find a little bit more of the scene of the survivors of the Quincy Massacre. So until that time, though, we're just gonna walk around and get the glowing fungus out of here. There's traffic cones for some reason. You know what? You know what? I kind of like this as is. Get the pre-war money, though. Kind of like this as is. So far, this parking garage isn't too terrible. It's not too bad. Maybe just a little touch up here and there, but it's overall pretty clean on its own. And then we'll come up to the top, and there's where we're going to find a little bit more debris to work with. Actually, we'll just crash the parking garage into one section, I think. Maybe. That's probably a good idea. Alright, and there's a motorcycle here that is in surprisingly good condition. Look at this bad boy. It is in surprisingly great condition. Alright, we'll just walk around super quick. Nothing too terrible. We're gonna go into the parking garage. And then we'll get rid of this trash can. And then what we'll do is I think we will just go down the other street. Because we still have that other street that we gotta do, right guys? So that way it's all covered and great. We're gonna do a quick save since we entered an entirely new cell. Oh, I gotta actually put the thing down. I gotta put the thing down in here. Okay. So we will, I totally forgot. We will deploy you and activate the workshop. And then now we get to backtrack just a little bit. And I like using the purplish red light just because it gives a little bit of a haunting glow. This guy's twitching for some reason after I shot him. Okay. But yeah, it gives a little bit of a haunting glow. Of course, you guys can use whatever lights you like. I just like a little bit more of a vibe, I guess you could say. Alright, so we're gonna just clean all this up. There's a big oil trap here, and already, as we're turning the corner, we find the body of a Minuteman who was torn to shreds by the ghouls. There are tons of ghouls down here too. I took them out before I started recording this little bit, this little section. So, do be careful. Do be careful, please. I care about my viewers, and I would hate to see anything bad happen. Alright, this is looking nice. We'll get rid of these posters too. And then there's a little room in here with some there's a Nuka-Cola and there's like a med pack. Or excuse me, a little, what's it called? First aid kit. Thank you, game. And down here, I dispatched about 5 or 6 ghouls. I don't remember the exact number. It's like about 5 or 6. There is heaps of trash down here, though. Which we will soon be rid of. As well as glowing fungus. That's kind of interesting how the glowing fungus seems to pop up in just like weird random places. Alright, let's get this this little corner. Now here, as we start to make our way near the end, there is a protectron here that you can turn into a temporary companion. But what's even kind of more sad is that we find the body of a settler right here. Apparently this settler did not survive the chaos. So, rest in peace. Yeah, definitely a Quincy survivor who did not get the good fortune of making it to Concord. And that's going to be one of my upcoming videos, guys. I will be doing a video on Concord. I will be doing a video on Vault 111. I also am going to start recording, or rather scripting out a lore video. I'm going to try my hand at a lore video, and we're going to keep practicing, and we're going to just enjoy the ride together. There's so much to Fallout 4 that I can't get enough, honestly. I'm loving the Fallout series all over again. You guys made it happen. Thank you so much. Let's get rid of this little glowing fungus. Apparently it's a light source. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to get the Vault-Tec lunchbox. Plastic fork, okay. We're going to go back to the Commonwealth, and then we're going to go all the way down and around the other street that we did not get to last time. Okay, so it looks like we're just back on the parking ramp. Perfect. Okay. I cannot run because I have so much garbage on me still. I need to go and, like, sell a bunch of kit. That's what I need to do. Alright, so I think what I'll do is I will just plop this guy, I don't know. We'll just deploy the workshop here. I don't really necessarily care. But as long as it's got the range that I want and that I'll need to go all the way around, like down the street and around, we'll do our best to get both sides of the road. I don't see any vines, which is a miracle, actually. I will leave these street lights, I think. Yeah, I'll leave the street lights here. Get the posters down and out. We'll also get rid of this explosive utility truck that's here. Just taking up space for no reason. And then we'll walk around to the back, and we're gonna... Oh, speaking of vines. There's a vine. Alright, there's a single vine. We will have to open up the garage here because that is part of the thing. There is vines all over here. I had to open my mouth. At least it's not machine parts, which I'm okay with. Okay, we're outside the workshop area. That stuff can stay. That stuff can stay. Alright, let's do a vine. And then let's do... We'll just pop this door open real quick. Alright, so these are open. We'll do a quick save. And then we will hop back into the workshop mode, knock this out, and then we will be done. We do have to be careful. There are ghouls here as well. We got to get the ghoul ambush out of here. And here we find another... We find Emma. A Minuteman. A Minute Woman. She did not survive either. It's like the ghouls are just lying in wait. We'll get some of this stuff out. Ooh, boxes. Gross! Soggy boxes, go away. Alright, we'll get rid of Emma, and we'll get rid of all the explosives boxes and everything here. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next time.